So, Francis, this meeting is still going. Many people have signed up to speak at the meeting tonight, both in favor of and against the ordinance. Where do things stand right now, Francis?
Good evening, Sarah. So it has been a long night and a long meeting for both the city council members and every member of the public who signed up to speak to get their voices heard. But it's not over yet. So right now, the mask ordinance agenda is still being talked about. About 60 people showed up to speak. So the ordinance talks about regulations related to face coverings, social distancing, and occupancy limits, and to declare an emergency in the city of Springfield. The Greene County Director, Health Department Director Clay Goddard describes why it's important, and Dr. Trotman says there's evidence that masks work and cited studies from the CDC, results showing masks helping slow the spread of the virus. He also talked about the case of the COVID outbreak at Great Clips and says if you have a mask on, it clearly helps the slow of the disease. He also mentions how healthcare systems are stressed and human behavior is the best and only thing we can do now.
In the past 14 days, 21% of our positive cases have been related to community spread. These aren't the people going out and participating in high-risk activities. These are the people who are at the grocery store or a rare diner or dinner out.
There's no other option to contain the disease once public health is overwhelmed. And once we do that, we lose testing capacity and we have sick healthcare workers and our system will crumble. We're left with human behavior. That's our only option to slow this down.
And another healthcare employee from Mercy said more people are not getting tested. Testing numbers are the same. He also used the example of seatbelts. Years ago, seatbelts were not popular, but were eventually made law. And before public comments, Mayor McClure did make a successful motion for an amendment to the ordinance that excludes public speakers and performers to be required to wear a mask as long as they can socially distance. There was also a second amendment passed, which allowed weddings to be exempt from using face coverings during the ceremony and the photo shoots. Now, I spoke to a few people who are here to make a public comment about the masking ordinance. This is what they said.
I'm a firm believer that Jesus Christ is Lord, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And so in America, we should have the freedom to choose. Elderly are all usually in certain homes, or they're all quarantining themselves. It's not like I'm out there high-fiving my elderly family members. We are not going to be wearing a mask.
It is not my duty to protect others. You can't say that this is a threat more than the flu itself. And we don't shut down the world or the national economy for the flu.
I believe that it's really important that we follow science and that we follow the guidance of the CDC, the World Health Organization, and others who consistently show that wearing a mask stops transmission. If we don't take the advice of people like Goldman Sachs, who said, wear a mask and it'll help the economy, we will end up in the same place as California did, where they had to re-shut down things like bars and restaurants again.
So now we're still waiting on the public to finish speaking, and then the council members will vote on it after that. And of course, you can also watch it live on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Francis Lynn, Ozarks First.
All right, thanks, Francis.